A lot of you just don't like Cristiano Ronaldo, and it shows in the way you analyze or discuss matters relating to him. Otherwise, how is he the scapegoat of Portugal's failure to beat DR Congo? Why and how? Look, before I go any further, please hit the subscribe button, put this channel on notification, and leave a comment for on this. If you think that Ronaldo is the problem for Portugal, I'm going to make my case against that motion. If you think that he is not the problem and that their issues run deeper, you can leave a comment as well. I'd like to know what you think of this matter, but kindly subscribe and share the video. I think that Portugal's biggest problem is Roberto Martinez, the manager. I do not understand, and I cannot accept how Portugal looked at him and how his coaching passed and thought that he was the guy to take charge of their possibly most rounded team in decades. Because the job that he did at Wigan, where we first got introduced to him, was nothing inspiring. He was just surviving relegation year on year. Then he went to Everton, didn't do anything spectacular. If he has any semblance of decency as a coach at the top level, it is what he did with Belgium. And I don't attach too much value to that. Tell me how Roberto Martinez has Bruno Fernandes, has Vitinha, has João Neves, and still cannot put together a decent, balanced team. Especially when you factor in the wide options that they have got in Pedro Neto. You can even add Joao Cancelo to the list. In fact, the fullbacks are some of the best that we have in the world at the moment. João Neves, Nuno Mendes certainly is the best left back in the game. And yet, Portugal do not look like a cohesive unit every time they play. Yeah, occasionally you look at that performance in the Nations League final against Spain. Every now and then they give you a performance like that. But the consistency of it is missing. And I'm not surprised that they say that at the end of this World Cup, he'll be fired. Look, that game against DR Congo his handling of the game was criminal. Why did he take off Nuno Mendes in that game? I don't understand it. He was not having a poor game. He is one of those players who could have been a reliable outlet for Portugal if you were minded to. And in this 2026, you are also playing Bernardo Silva out wide. Look, my pet peeve, I'll come back to the Bernardo Silva thing. My pet peeve was that you cannot take Nuno Mendes because there is no one on the bench who will be better. In fact, there is no one in the world who will do a better job than what Nuno Mendes does, especially for a game like that where they needed actual width. And then you brought on Nelson Semedo for him. It made no sense whatsoever. And this idea that he has to attempt to play Bernardo Silva out wide, it's like you're trying to shoehorn him into a structure that is ultimately dysfunctional. And that is what happened in the game yesterday. On the specific matter of Ronaldo, when you say that Ronaldo is holding his team back or he's the reason Portugal are not performing, I'm sorry, then you have not watched Portugal enough. The only basis for anyone to make that conclusion will be if you are able to start to establish that Cristiano gets in the way of chances that are not meant for him. So maybe they create a chance for a teammate and then he gets there before the teammates and then fluffs the chance. Or when teammates have the ball, there is another player in a better position to score. But because he's Ronaldo, they pass the ball to him instead of the better option. Portugal don't do that. In fact, one of my pet peeves with Portugal is that Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, João Neves, Bernardo Silva, they waste an inordinate amount of time in wide areas with useless passes when they can go direct and find the goal threat that is Ronaldo to score goals for them. They don't do that. A lot of noisy possession where they are just keeping the ball around without any threats is what Portugal do. And so I cannot look at that and agree or accept this idea that Ronaldo is Portugal's problem. And whether you like it or not, the best teams are built around their best players. When it comes to the art of goal scoring or the aspect of goal scoring, the best coaches find a strategy that creates the chances for their best finishes. It's that simple. If you watch Argentina literally play for Messi. In fact, there are aspects in their build-up where you would see them deliberately slowing it down until Messi arrives in a position where he can do the damage because he is the guy. If you watch, France is the same. Bradley Barcola was saying that they know that the guy they have to find is Kylian Mbappe. He's the man they have to find the chances to find the passes to and create the chances for. Germany, the same. All of the best teams in the world are built around their best performers, whether you like it or not. That is a statement of facts. So Portugal need to find a way to involve Ronaldo more, to supply him more, to create chances for him. This idea that he's a guy getting in the way, it is not true. It is not true. I don't know what you think of it, but that's my view. You can share yours in the comment section. But again, please don't forget to subscribe and then share the video.